Hi, everybody. I'm Stephanie Simone on the First Alert Desk here. The Inspector General's office continues to investigate a police shooting that happened on Blue Hills Avenue in Hartford Friday. Now, they are releasing body cam videos showing the moments leading up to that shooting. We want to warn you, some might find the footage disturbing. Take a look.
Drop the knife! Woman, you're gonna get shot! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop it! Last time! Drop the knife! Drop it!
All right, we stopped the video there right before he starts firing, but you can hear the aftermath that followed. Hartford police officer Joseph Magnano fired 9 shots at 55-year-old Stephen Jones. Investigators say a member of Jones's family called police about 15 minutes just before that shooting, saying that he was having a mental health crisis. The caller said Jones cut himself and was holding a knife. When officers showed up, they tased Jones several times, but it was ineffective. Then Officer Magnano showed up and ordered Jones to drop the knife multiple times before firing. You heard him there in that body cam video. Jones has survived the shooting, rather, but he is in critical condition at the hospital while the Inspector General's office continues to investigate this. Your reporter Dylan Fearon will have much more on these new developments ahead at 5 o'clock. On the First Alert Desk, I'm Stephanie Simone, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.